For more on this, we are joined by Torek Farhadi. He's a former advisor to Afghan presidents Hamid Karzai and Ashraf Ghani. Torek, thanks so much for coming in on the show. Now, the US and the Taliban are set to sign a peace deal, as I just mentioned. How significant is this, and how optimistic are you?
It is very significant. I am very optimistic. And I think that's what every Afghan thinks today, with the proviso that it creates also a lot of questions about the future. I think what's happening in Doha, Qatar today is historic. It's a signature between the US, the coalition that has helped the US in the last 19 years in Afghanistan, with blood and treasure, I would say, to organize the exit of their troops from Afghanistan. So this is between the US coalition and Taliban. The US and coalition wants to withdraw from Afghanistan. It wants to guarantee that this withdrawal takes place in an organized manner. 7 days of cessation of violence or reduction of violence was proof that it can be done. The worry that the Afghan people have is that the Taliban have spoken with guns, mostly. They have not given a very clear picture of what Afghanistan would look like if they join power in Afghanistan. Do they want to have all the power? Do they want to conquer all the country, as they did try in the late 90s? Are they happy with being participants? Will they join the political process? Do they believe in elections? We haven't seen a woman in their negotiating team. What do they think about women's rights? What do they think about civil liberties, about free press? There is no example of a Taliban administration that has run Afghanistan with the current norms that Afghanistan is functioning now. So there's a lot of reassurance needed from the Taliban on this.
Do you see Taliban's actually holding talks with the Afghan government? Well, that's the part of the deal also, because they usually refuse to talk to the government. Do you see this happening this time?
The deal specifies that the Taliban will talk to all political leaders, Afghans, and the government. And frankly, that's how it should be, because the matters discussed really are the matters of the nation. Afghanistan is a diversified country. It's a large expanse of land with not so perfect logistical and road connections. It's different ethnies, and Afghans have to recognize that post-exit of the foreign forces, challenges remain on organizing the relation between the center and the regions. And most likely, some regions will look different than some other. It is not clear whether the Taliban want to come to Kabul. What will happen to their 150,000 fighters? The Afghan National Army already has 400,000 fighters. After the exit and financial support of the international community, it is difficult to maintain 300,000 people in the army.
Okay, right. Thanks so much for that insight for us. Torek Farhadi, a former advisor to the Afghan presidents Hamid Karzai and Ashraf Ghani.